So, how can I help you?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Well, what do you know?
And knowing is half the battle.
What's in the box? What's in the f***ing box?
Grandfather, please tell me a story.
Oh, bring me your storybook.
No, I want a real story.
A real story?
Yes, tell me about...
Did I do that?
From my shame. Oh, I love the way you say my name.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.
Thank you.
Would be inconceivable.
Any man straight in his eyes and say, kiss my Irish ass.
How in the hell did a ship get all the way up there?
Boring.
Thanks for standing still, wanker.
Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
That was a lot of work. Gotta start somewhere, right? No, this was not helpful information.
So, how can I help you?
Good question. How can I help you? Because I sure as hell don't want you helping me. Well, mental help, maybe. Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Yeah. Most people say, "Hey, nice to meet you." Yeah, no, not always so nice. It doesn't always end that well. Bam. This video is about some of the things I have learned from watching YouTube channels, having my own channel, doing the work in the background, and all the fun stuff. Well, is that fun? Maybe I need a new definition of the word fun. Anyway, that is what this video is about. The who we put out content for, the what content we put out, and a lot of other whats. The where is on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Twitter or is wherever, TikTok, all that other fun social media bullshit stuff. The when, usually weekly, monthly, daily, yearly, whenever we get around to it. The why is the important part, because why do you make videos? Why do you live stream? Why do you do this? The how you do it is the technical side of it, as to, well, how the hell do you do that? Or how did you do that? How do you do that? Etc. The where could also be, where did you get that? So yeah, we're going to answer some questions. Yeah, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. So the why of it all, providing a service. When you're making videos, as you can see from this point forward, there's a bunch of things talking about why we do it. Entertainment, or information, or interaction, or a disservice, basically, too, because, you try to do something that's funny or enjoyable and doesn't always work, and, well, so what? You offend somebody, piss them off. I don't give a fuck if you're offended. Maybe you need to be offended. Anyway, yeah, so basically the main question is, why are we doing this? Are we doing it to give and produce something, to express creativity, to get something in return? There's almost always some kind of, sometimes unbeknownst to your own self, ulterior motive or deeper intention that's not always surface level.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yo, Joe! Interactions is a good part of this, because when it comes to like the comments and the replies to the comments, this is kind of the payoff portion of it. And we get the subs, so we get to interact with them. We sub to their channels. We go over there and see what they got going on. We kind of get to know people a little bit in the background, whether it's what they do, what they provide, what they're working on, what they're playing, what's going on in their world, I mean, the interactions really is kind of what's going on.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Which box? I'm not one who thinks inside the box. I kind of think outside the box, which is why I'm out here where there's not so many people compared to in the box where like a lot of people are. All right, so here we have single videos or video series. Now, as a video gamer, if I want to do a playthrough time of thing, do I break it up into sections and do a video series, which means I can stop at a certain point and then pick it back up with another video later on. Whereas a single video like this one, kind of, it's a more or less one-shot deal. Put it together, do the editing, all that fun stuff, put it out there, and I don't have to worry about episode 2. And is it planned or is it improvised? Well, for this one, it was planned because I had these thoughts in my head for quite a while. Whereas if I'm live streaming, it's all in the moment as the moment unfolds. So is it planned or improvised? Is it a single video or is it a video series? If you're doing a model group build and you're doing updates on it, then it's kind of a series in and of itself, but yet it's still baseline content, which is same for a video game, but when you play a different game, it's a different series. So just something to consider. Live video, pre-recorded. Live the streaming on the fly, as we said. Intentional purpose if you do a pre-recorded video. You have something you want to share or record for prosperity or for whatever reason, accountability, documentation, whatever the case may be. So it's pre-recorded. Nobody else has seen it yet. You haven't even watched it yet until you go back to edit it or whatever you do. So pre-recorded has a lot more ability and functions you can do with it, whereas live video, you're kind of at the mercy of the people watching, interacting, and what happens on set. I mean, it's not really a set, but you know what I mean. Intros and outros. Long ones or short ones, fun ones, not so fun ones, etc. I have an intro for some of my videos. I sometimes think it's a little long. I also find it not always pertinent to what I'm posting, so whether I do or don't use it is determined by that. If it's too long, and if it's every single video, and it's too long, you're going to lose viewers because people are going to skip right past that and then try to find what's going on. Or they'll just say, here we go, this shit again, and throw it away and not watch it. It really makes a difference to grab the viewer, get them in quick, keep them in there. That's important. When it comes to an outro, there's a couple reasons for this. One, it gives you a chance to have a consistent thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, blah, 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 like you all want to do. But it also gives me an opportunity to put in like a blank spot in there for the ending credit thing with the most recent video or the subscribe icon, etc. I use that specifically last 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds or whatever it is for those sections. Once in a while they're a little longer than that, but normally they're not. It's right at the end, right before it's done, and goes on to YouTube suggestion instead of one I would hope somebody would watch. So it comes in handy when you're doing a series. You can refer them back to previous video or the playlist for it, etc. So intros and outros do have their opportunities and their purposes.
Bring me your storybook.
No, I want a real story.
A real story?
Yes, tell me about...
Tell me about when you built a model, or when you played a video game, or when you went shopping, or when you... tell me something fun, interesting, enjoyable. Tell me a story. Something that happened, something that didn't happen. Whatever it turned out to be.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you did do that, Urkel. Now, this was me learning how to play around in DaVinci Resolve, learning to animate my little guys and move them around so that I could actually not just post them as an overlay and let them sit there. I did all of these little interactions here with all these little guys almost separately, but it all combined to one. This is an editing tool trick which can distract you from what you should be seeing, or guide you towards what you should be looking at, or it's filler. It's not all necessarily for, I mean, it doesn't always serve a purpose, but once in a while. Otherwise, not always. But, you know, you got to play with it, mess with it, see what you think. If you got an idea, make it work, right? Oh, don't go getting your emotions all fucked up now. Come on. No. When you convey a feeling or emotion, like thank you for stopping by, thank you for watching, it's, you know, expressing a feeling, or if I'm reading a sad poem and I want the viewer or the listener to feel that emotion, I am conveying that feeling or emotion. Or if I want to tell a joke and inspire laughter in you, which is an emotion or a feeling, or get you inspired or in awe or dumbfounded, or I mean, there's a multitude. I can even want to piss you off, motherfucker. What the fuck you think this is? You know, any emotion, that kind of stuff, you know, you want to either convey it or inspire it. If you feel it, your viewers will feel it. Whoa, love the way you say my name. We all want our name heard, right? Most people I've seen in live stream chats, they're like, hey, give me a hello. Say hello to me. Hi. Say hello. Hey. You know, I see that shit so fucking much because they're so self-absorbed about themselves, right? It's like, hey, I'm here. Give me attention. No, just show up and say, hey, hello. That's enough. You know, you don't have to point out everything and expect everybody to bow down to the queen with the red carpet, because guess what? You ain't no fucking king or no fucking queen, and I ain't got no red carpet. If you want moss in the swamp, go for it. Have at it. But yeah, you know, the attention thing, you know, so you kind of got to watch that. But the thank yous, we can.
Thank you.
Thank you. It comes in many, many languages. But it is crazy how peaceful life becomes when you realize it's not your responsibility to regulate other people's emotions, manage their insecurities, pacify their inner wars, heal their wounds, do their inner work, and be the version of you in their minds. All that shit is theirs, on them. They can go deal with that somewhere else. This person doesn't tolerate bullshit, right? Right. Okay. But yeah, it's not my responsibility to change you. It is, however, my duty to adjust according to the people. And more than 75% of that is me getting triggered by others, which is either pissed off by somebody, happy because of something, not necessarily an external source making me happy, but I become happy inside because of something external. It's an internal thing, right? But this is the emotions and stuff, and the reason they're all out of whack is because they're stem from childhood traumas. And if you ain't willing to look inside your own shit and your own history and deal with that shit, it's going to plague you until you do. Or you'll die without ever looking into it or dealing with it. So yeah, that's on you, man. You go take care of that shit. Sooner the better, because it's not my job. I've done my work to my extent.
Would be inconceivable.
One of the best movies I've ever seen. I do not think that word means what you think it means. Yeah, I think it means what I think it means. But what if I could conceive it? Then it's conceivable. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine, period. I mean, if you're in a shitty, bad attitude mood, sometimes it's hard to break a smile, sometimes it's hard to get a chuckle, but inside you know you want to just belly laugh and damn near puke from crying and laughing so hard. It's one of life's greatest treasures to search out for, and the best time to find it is unexpected. But if you expect it, yeah, you're going to have expectations that are going to limit the outcome of it. Irish wristwatch. Yeah, the editing how-tos, the how-tos of videos, period. How do you do this? A lot of people look on YouTube to try to find a how-to. How to replace a starter, how to fix a dryer, how to do this, how to do that, how to turn a fucking microwave on, how to wake up in the morning. Yeah, there's a million things. So when you're putting out an info video on a how-to, man, you're going to get some views because I don't know if people just don't understand what the hell they're doing or how to do it or just never been taught, or should we blame schools or parents? Let's just blame them all. In fact, much like myself, I love to learn, but I hate to be taught. And it's not so much a matter of what the teacher is teaching as much as the student is able to learn. So, man, do what you will with that.
How in the hell did a ship get all the way up there?
Good question. Yeah, Da Vinci. This is the fun stuff right here. Da Vinci Resolve is what I'm currently using right now. The Da Vinci Resolve 18. It is a free program. And in the next screen here, you'll see yes, this here. Right, so down on the bottom of the screen, which you kind of can't see at the moment, there's different tabs. So you can go to editing or color or a bunch of other different stuff, and up here is your media pool. You slide that down, it becomes this little section, and this is your vocals and soundtracks. And as you can see, you can make multiple layers, which I've been doing. You have audio mixers, you got all kinds of little zoom in, out, reposition, all kinds of different fun stuff over here. You can lock audio when it's attached to a section and delete just the video without the audio. You can do vice versa. Lock the video, not the audio, cut that part out. You know, you can move it back and forth. You can stretch it longer, shorter. You can. They don't have the little tools up on here at the moment, but if you click this little button, you can open up the editing tools, and there should be a little like a speedometer looking thing, so you can speed it up, slow it down, make it longer, make it shorter, faster, all kinds of fun stuff you can do in DaVinci Resolve. And it's free. I don't know how many videos I watched where editing would have made it so much more enjoyable to watch. A lot more fluid, a lot more on point, a lot less fucking garbage going on. And we'll get into some more of that in a little bit. This is how I learned. This one in particular is how I learned to do the little animating my little dudes walking around. 8-minute video, and I skipped probably the first minute or so. Watched what he did first, paused it. Went to my DaVinci, did it. Went back to the video, watched the next section, paused it, went back to my DaVinci and did it. And back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And that was pretty simple to do.
Boring.
No, it wasn't boring. Delete loading screens. This is for video gamers who edit their content. If you're standing there in the game and you go up to a door and it takes a minute or 2 minutes or even 10 seconds or longer or whatever it is, delete that fucking shit. Splice it back together so that the watcher feels like you're just walking through a door. You want to have that loading time in your own playtime? That's on you. DaVinci Resolve makes it so simple. You have this long video section here. You right click on it. It opens up a little window. You click on split. It draws a line. You go to the end of where that BS shit is that you want to splice to. Right click, split. And now you click on that middle section that you want gone. Left click on it so it's highlighted. Right click on it and cut. This will automatically skip over, and now you're right back into one long seamless thing. It's that quick and simple. And it gets rid of this freaking... Was that fun for you? No, wasn't fun for me either, sitting there waiting and waiting.
Thanks for standing still, wanker.
This part, I've watched so many video gamers who never fucking sit still. They're running around when they're trying to do an opening or a closing or something else, and they're just like, you can't just sit still. You gotta move, you gotta move, you gotta move. No, just fucking stand there, look at something, move slowly, you know, intentionally. Don't just run around everywhere looking at everything. No wonder people have fucking ADHD. Slow down your mouse sensitivity so that you're moving slower so that a person's eyes can track it. I watched a car detailing video game, and you get a washcloth and you're supposed to wash the car, and they're going like this all over here. I mean, can you find my mouse right now? Huh? Do you see where it's at? Your head's shaking all over the fucking place? Now imagine if you were washing the car and you were going like this. If the screen was still and the rag was moving, that'd be one thing. But it's the whole fucking screen that's moving and your head is shaking and shit's not standing still, and it's just yeah, I do. I get pissed at that.
Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
Why do we post videos? Seriously, ask yourself, why do you make them? Why do you post them? Why do you do live streams? Why? Simple as that. Why? Likes, comments, and subscription. If you're on YouTube with the YouTube channel, that's your main goal right there. If your original goal was the interactions, yeah, get in chat rooms with voice and chit chat with people, invite them in, etc. Do that kind of thing. You don't need to be live to be doing that. Just need the group of people to come in and hang out. You can do it on Discord. You can do it on a million different freaking voice chat options and stuff. But for me to go up to a live stream and to hang out and stuff and listen to a bunch of people talking about something that I'm not really interested and I'm not involved in the vocal part of the chat, so I have no say in what's being said, and then I type it in the chat. It's not always getting responded to, and then when it does, it's already after the fact. Yeah, no, that's why I don't really chat that often in live streams. I'll say some shit here and there. I'll probably just more or less focus on hanging out with the people in the chat rather than watching the stream, but I'm there giving my view time and my like, you know. So let's get into this like, comment, subscribe thing real quick. Subscribers. Yeah, why do you want them? How many do you want? Do you want 1,000 subscribers? Why? The only purpose of more than 1,000 subscribers is the ability to become monetized, which means once you get paid for doing videos and people watching your videos, you went from recreation to job or slave to grind, however you want to look at it. But 1,000 subscribers doesn't do shit for you until after you have 4,000 watch hours. If one person watched 4,000 hours of your videos only, you know how many days, months, or years that would be? Yeah, that's right. A lot. So the more subscribers you have, the more that load can get shared out, the sooner you'll get there. But if you're putting out shit that nobody wants to watch, it's going to be a while. If you look at your analytics, 9 out of 10 times, they start, everybody clicked on it. Okay, cool, everybody's here. But within 30 seconds, there's no retention and your audience is gone. Is your intro too long? Did you not start with something interesting that makes them want to stick around till 40 seconds and then grab them? I mean, how you get the views and how the views last long really makes a big difference. And then when you think of the likes, don't forget to hit the like button. Whatever. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I have never seen anybody with subs matching the likes. You can have 1 million subs and get probably maybe 5, 7, 10,000 likes. You can look on YouTube all day long at most liked videos and see how many subscribers they have compared to those likes. And guess what? Not as many likes. The comment section, that's where we all interact with. I mean, if that's what you want, is somebody to respond, they write a comment on your video. If that's what you want so that you can reply to them, you don't really need to do videos to get that. You can do that on their page. But if you're providing a content service or something and comments are a byproduct of that because somebody says something, replying to those comments, it's not necessarily a job or work or anything. It's actually kind of rewarding in a way. It can be both things, depending if it's a good comment, bad comment, etc., how it makes you feel, whatever. Depends on what you post. So comments, I don't do it for the comments, but it is nice to get them once in a while. 1,000 subscribers gives less than 500 views, unless it's a great video, then it can shoot up no matter what, regardless how many subscribers you have. Gives about 50 to 200 likes. And I'm serious, people. If you look on anybody's channel, how many subscribers they have, go right down below that to how many times it's been viewed since it was posted, and then look over at the likes. It's diminishing numbers. It does. Yeah, straight lines are fucking boring, man. Those who serve deserve honor, respect, and thanks. How much more cut and dry is that, right? And thank you. So this is basically what we do. We record the videos, we upload them to YouTube, which short videos don't take long, long videos take a while. Depending on what's in there, it may go to content review and take a little longer. If you schedule a video to be sectioned, it could take even longer because it's not a priority on their list. They don't think you want it out right now, so they'll get around to it when they feel like it. Thumbnails. Well, thumbnails matter to some people for some reason because, ooh, look, shiny thing. Oh, yeah, decals. Woohoo, nice. If making a thumbnail can be quick and easy, grab a picture, throw it in there, call it good, move on. Or you can add the title, and you can do all kinds of things. For some reason, people with their picture on the thumbnail seem to get more views because people are like, oh, hey, I know this guy, or I want to see this guy, or it's that guy again, you know? Titles. Coming up with a title matters when you get down into the description and tag section, because if like my Vava Vet and Wacky Woody, I looked on YouTube to see if either of those titles appeared anywhere, and there was nothing for any of it. So now if anybody puts in VA space VA, my video should be on that list of options, and, you know, that raises up the chance of somebody who's searching for a video to see that and go, hey, wait, what? What's this? Check it out. So having a title that hasn't been redundantly used over and over, if you're building models and your title is model review of said kit, model is a common enough word that there's going to be thousands, millions, 100 millions of videos out there with that in the title. Starting with the name of the kit or something specific about the kit that's a little more narrowed down for the search matters when it comes to the title. When it comes to the description, if people are watching and they want to know whose channel you're talking about, and you have a link in the description they can click on, it's pretty easy to copy the URL, post it in your description, and it's there, you know, stuff like that. I kind of pretty much set mine up for when I was doing the video games, and I got a bunch of video game friend channels in there that they're still there. I haven't added all the model channel friends in yet, and I know some people who change it every single time because they don't have it set up, but you can set it up to be a consistent, no matter what, when you post the video, this will be your default automatic description. Same with the tags down below in the scroll thing, you know, when you're in the settings to set up a video. Certain tags are basically keywords when somebody's searching for something to watch on YouTube, which, if you look at your analytics, a lot of people search. So setting up your tags really comes in handy. And then again, we get back to the replies, which I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of comments on this one I'll have to reply to.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was. And so is making banners and logos, and everything you see on your screen is something I made other than the double Q up here, the Hearst Quasar one. This was my buddy Hearst Quasar. He's had his own logo and channel for a while. I think he's at like 16 grand, 1800, something like that. He's getting close to 2 grand now. Sergeant Gaming, he made his own logo as well, but he had me clean it up and change it a little bit. If you've ever seen his original one, this is definitely an improved, different variation of it. So Aidenator Gaming, I made that from scratch. Stu's Gaming Obsession, I did modify his and did this. His was down here with that in the middle, and it didn't have the wavy colors, but I broke it up and added a little spice to it. And then my logo, if you see this one up here, it's all dark, hard to see. It has a little heart in there. I shined it up a little bit, put the wheel on there, added some numbers and my name down on it, and I modified it a little bit, but setting up this box so that when you're on your YouTube channel, you don't have a picture way up here out of sight that you can't see. You got to make it fit within a box window. It fits for a phone, it fits for a tablet, it fits for a computer, and it fits for a television. So you got to make it fit within one, but have it big enough so if somebody's looking at it on television, Roku or whatever, it actually has enough of an image to look at. So it's kind of another important part of the whole process. So yeah, try something, fail or not, doesn't matter. You tried it, you learned. You got to be learning from it though. Wash off the sting of it if it hurts, and enjoy the moment for a little bit, and then move on if it's a good thing. Because too often it's evident that glory came and went. So don't just pitch a tent, all right? Just don't. And then repeat. Go back to the beginning and do all this and this and this again. Go back and do it again and again and again. Keep your schedule, your routine, keep your thing going, because you just kind of have to. So that's how it works, and that's how it's done, right?